the history of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol.
May the 26th, 1978 is a day that will long be remembered by the troopers of the Oklahoma Highway Patrol. It was on this day which the largest manhunt in Oklahoma history came to an end. It was a day that marked the conclusion of a brutal killing spree by 2 escaped convicts. And it was a day that 5 lives were violently snuffed out in this quiet country town. On April 23rd, 1978, 2 convicts managed to get outside the walls of McAllister State Penitentiary, crawling through a partially sealed utility tunnel. Todd Dennis was serving 50 years for shooting a bulldozer operator just for the hell of it. And Michael Lancaster was beginning a 25-year sentence for armed robbery. They broke into a nearby guard's house where they armed themselves with a shotgun, rifle, and several rounds of ammunition, and then stole the car. 98% of escaped cons will give up their surroundings, but 2 out of 100 mean it when they say they won't be taken alive, and these 2 meant business. For the next 34 days, Dennis and Lancaster went on a rampage covering 6 states, leaving behind them a trail of violent robberies, stolen vehicles, and bodies. On April the 29th, they killed a Farmersville, Texas man, stealing his car and fishing equipment. On May the 2nd, Lancaster murdered a station attendant in Garland, Texas. On May the 5th, the 57-year-old Hemphill, Texas man was murdered. May the 11th, they killed a bait shop operator in Denison, Texas. May the 16th, they wounded a police officer in Butler, Alabama. May the 17th, they fired on an Alabama state trooper. And on May the 23rd, they cut the throat of a 68-year-old woman in Cuba, Alabama, and stole her car. The next day, they came back to Oklahoma. I was at home babysitting my daughter when the call came.
Hughes residence.
Hoyt, it's Tom, State Communications Center.
Tom, how are you doing? Good to hear from you.
You may not be so happy once you hear what I gotta say.
What's up?
I'm calling all the men I can get. You know those 2 broke out of McAllister?
Yeah. Just saw them on the news. Looks like they're still heading east. Say they killed some woman over in Alabama.
Yeah, well, we're just hauling her car out of a creek down around Durant. They're back in Oklahoma.
What can I do for you?
Come on down to headquarters and pick up their mugshots. And I'd really appreciate it if you could give us a hand in Durant.
Be there as soon as I can find a babysitter.
Oh, Hoyt, what about your partner?
Pat's in court over in Chickasee. Be back tomorrow.
You think he'll want a piece of this?
I'd be surprised if he didn't.
Pat Grimes had been my partner for 2 years on a special investigation unit. He was a fine old boy. We'd worked together long enough so we'd jump out of the car knowing who'd hit the front of the house and who'd hit the back. You didn't have to say, you take it. We just hit the ground running.
What's this, 3rd manhunt we've been on?
I'll make it 4.
4? You're right, 4. You know, you catch a convict, crazy criminals like these boys, you really feel you're doing something.
Yeah, but half the ones we catch, the courts turned loose.
Yeah, but at least you got 'em. You know, some days I think I'd rather chase a man down than eat. Speaking of which, there's a barbecue place up ahead. Really make your tongue jump.
We got a roadblock test this time, remember?
Yeah, you're right. Well, stay hungry. You and me are going to catch these sons of bitches. You watch.
Pat and I were supposed to stay at headquarters and investigate if someone got shot. But we'd do anything we could. And if there was a sighting, we'd just crank it up and go.
All right. Move along. Very good.
All units reported 2 white males with rifles on 70 2 miles west of Houston.
We're taking this one. You all be careful. The public was scared, and more often than not, the calls we got were false. We sat out in the front seat of the patrol cruiser, somebody hollered, and we'd cruise. We hadn't been to bed since we'd started. We hadn't even had a bath. On Friday, we ran across some buddies who had a motel room in Durant and borrowed it, took a shower and shaved and changed fresh clothes before going back on the road. Whenever we got a chance, we called our families.
Well, people keep spotting them. They're out there somewhere, I'm sure of it.
Do you think you get some time off for the weekend?
No, I'm afraid we're in it for a while, hon.
I think Tracy's really starting to miss you.
Well, hopefully we'll have him by the end of the weekend. Tell her Hoyt's little one, Caroline, says hi.
Sweetheart, you want to give Daddy a kiss goodbye?
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, darling.
And take care of yourself, honey.
Okay, bye, hon. Love you.
Love you too.
Everything okay?
Just missed me.
They never miss us half as much as we miss them.
Ain't that the truth?
All units confirmed sighting west of Caddo. Suspects are in a blue 1977 Dodge pickup, Oklahoma plate BC7829. Last seen northbound on 48.
Caddo is just 12 miles away.
Let's go.
That morning, Dennis and Lancaster had stopped at a farm and stolen the farmer's pickup. They tied up the farmer and his hired hand, but didn't kill them because one of them knew Lancaster and once been nice to him. That saved their lives. This was our best chance so far, and every available unit converged on the area, along with the spotted plane. Trooper Bill Young of Woodward, Oklahoma, and Houston Summers of Enid, Oklahoma, were two of the good old boys with about 25 years apiece on patrol. The spokesman of their area, the Dash. They were special division and didn't have to be involved, but they wanted to help.
That's them. Swing around.
All units, Victor 54, suspect westbound on Guthrie Road, east of 48.
Damn, that can't be more than 2 miles away. Step on.
We're in pursuit. Send backup.
Victor 54, we've got to. We've been hit. Bill? Bill, is that you?
Victor 54, come in, please. Victor 54, are you on the air? 54, please respond.
A few minutes later, the spotter plane, piloted by Lieutenant Lloyd Basinger, picked up the suspect's vehicle and the nearest highway patrol unit, which was us.
I got the suspect vehicle Caddo now in a green unmarked car with a model cell phone 75.
Lloyd. Hoyt Hughes. I think that's me you're seeing.
Lloyd, hang right at your next intersection and your first left.
There's the truck. Liz.
Yeah.
We came in, we saw them down the street away, taking up positions with their shotguns. I wasn't able to unsnap my ammunition clip and reload. One of the shots that had hit Pat had broken my thumb. It was gone and I hadn't felt a thing. I fired Pat's last shots and knew I wouldn't be able to reload. And that's when Mike Williams arrived on the scene.
Hoyt, I'll call an ambulance.
what we were in for. We'd done this sort of thing enough to know it was the only way. As for Houston Summers and Bill Young, they were great guys. They were easygoing, likable men who would do anything for you. All three were the kind of people who would lay down their lives for you, and that's what they did, to protect us all.